Hey guys, it's Foxy Place. Today I'm gonna tell you my top 5 roller coasters in the UK, and then I'll hand it over to Gazza 2K. So let's go. At number 5 we have Vampire. Now this is a roller coaster in Chessington, and it's an inverted roller coaster, and it swings a lot. Doesn't have any versions, but it's very good. It's in the Wildwood section. It's near Gruffalo. Yeah, so basically this one flies over a forest, well, kind of like a forest, and it's really good. I wish there was more theming in the actual ride area, because it's just barren and there's like just trees. There could have been more props maybe, but overall the ride experience is pretty good, so yeah, I have to give it that. At number 4 we have Dragon's Fury. Now this is a spinning coaster, and it's really good because I like the layout, and it goes through Land of the Dragons and also the surrounding area, and it's got a good layout. It's got a horseshoe and a few helixes, a few airtime hills, and trust me, when there's less people, it's really good at spinning. Like, I've been on this about maybe 4 or 5 times, and I can tell you that like it's awesome. So yeah, and yeah, it's good theming. You go around lots of buildings, and also you can see Griffin's Galleon and what's I don't know, just some other areas like nearby. Number 3 we have Mandrill Mayhem. Now this is B&M family launch coaster, and it's good. It's got 2 inversions, well, kind of, because you go through it forwards and backwards. It's a shuttle coaster, so yeah. So basically you launch backwards unexpectedly up a scorpion tail, and then you go back down, and then you go over, you go to the left, and then you go over the first inversion. Well, kind of, yeah, a first inversion. And then you go left again, and you launch into a big helix with a huge statue in the middle, like some kind of like tiger or something, leopard, I don't know, something like that. Anyway, it's some really cool statue, and there's good theming. You pass by Mammoth Strike and Ostrich Stampede, and yeah, there's pretty good theming, and it's good for a child that wants to do the first ever inversion. So yeah. Okay, number 2 we have Nemesis Inferno. Now this is kind of like Nemesis Reborn at Alton Towers, but it's the sister version, and instead of theming to aliens, it's themed to a big massive volcano, and you go through the volcano before the lift hill. Isn't that crazy? And yeah, so basically you drop down from the station into the volcano. Well, technically you start on the volcano because that's what the station is, but you go to the lower parts of the volcano, and sometimes, and I mean sometimes, the mist and lights are working. Yeah, sometimes like it doesn't work when I go, but then you go into lift hill, you go up the lift hill of course, and then you go left and then you drop down into the first inversion, which is a vertical loop, and then a no, it's not a corkscrew, it's like a 0G roll, and then you twist to the right, and then you go into a corkscrew, and then you twist round again and do another corkscrew. Now this is called an interlocking corkscrew because there's 2 of them, and then you go around for a bit, like, twists and turns and stuff like that, and then it's over. Also, next time you go on Nemesis Inferno, look out for the crocodiles on the bottom, and yeah. Also, did I mention that this is a 4-seater B&M invert? Isn't that crazy? And also it's 4 inversions, so yeah, yeah, it's very good fun, and I recommend for teens. climbing their way up to Hyperia. Okay. Anyway, number 1, of course. Well, I haven't been on Hyperia, but I wish I did. Swarm. So this is a really good themed roller coaster. It's themed to, well, kind of like alien abduction. So it's like, you're the alien, I think. And then it's about the aliens taking over a city. And, there's this big, the vehicle is this big alien aircraft thing. And then you fly around, and it's really fun. And, the most I've ever queued for it is like probably an hour. So, more than an hour, I'd suggest you just do something else probably. But definitely don't go past 2 hours on front notes. So yeah, anyway, so there's no fancy pre-lift section like Nemesis Inferno. Oh, how unlucky. And then it's a chain lift. And then you go about 40 meters, wow, and then you go into a dive drop, and it's really fun, and because you hang upside down for a bit, and also you drop down, obviously, because where else would you go, and then like you go in the 0G roll, and then you go in the tilted the vertical loop. And then you twist back round, and then you go into an inversion, which, by the way, after the 0G roll, you go into this massive billboard, and then, you know, in that loop, in the inversion I just talked about, where you go through part of it, like it's cut off, like the alien aircraft already broke it, and, yeah. Did I mention that it's got excellent theming? I mean, you got the plane, you go under the plane wing, and then there's a like ambulance for the station, you know, like the what's it called, the operations booth, whatever it's called, and it's an ambulance upside down, and then there's also a fire truck, and there's like a few ambulances. So yeah, very good, and also. At one point you fly over water and you barely touch it, I think. And there used to be spray effects, but there's no more. And then, okay, I'm getting lost. And then you twist to left and then you go over an inline roll. Or twist, I can't remember. Into, like, over the station, you know? So sometimes you see these people screaming like, ah, you know? Like the, sorry. Over the station, yeah, it's crazy. Even your nan might be on it. So yeah, you go over the station, which I find really cool because you just hang there, and yeah, it's over. Please, why Thor Park? Why? Why does it end so soon? Why can't it be longer? Also, why does it break and then it just goes into another break? I mean, come on, why? What's the point? Anyway, yeah, it's 4 inversions, as I said, or 5 if you somehow count the twisted vertical loop as an inversion, which isn't inversion. So yeah, and it's got amazing theming, you know. It's racked everywhere, and even the toilets have nice theming. So yeah, I'm gonna pass over to Gaza2K right now, so bye.
Hi everyone, it's Gaz2K here. My review isn't going to be as good or professional as Foxy Plays, I'm sorry, and it's going to be really short, but I'll do my best. So my top 5 roller coasters in the UK. Number 5 is Minifigure Speedway at Legoland Windsor. It's a proper fun family coaster, 2 tracks racing, zoom forward, then backwards, and the massive Lego figures watching you at all times. They're roomy seats, it's smooth, and it makes you grin from ear to ear. Backwards can be a bit of a jolt to your head if you're not prepared. Well, you won't be prepared the first time, but it's a winner for Legoland these days. It's a good coaster, to be honest, and it's really exciting. Number 4 is Dragon's Fury at Chessington. Spinning madness and sharp kicks off the launch. Spins like crazy, different every time actually. Depends how many people are in the car. If you're on your own, it's going to spin a bit, but it was like another person on the other side is going to spin much more, so it depends really. So it's different every time actually. That's very exciting, and it packs a punch, and it look more than it looks, to be honest. The teaming's it was good, but it's a bit dated now. They could update it a bit, but it definitely goes wild, and it's actually a brilliant coaster, to be honest. You feel a bit dizzy afterwards, to be honest. I did the first time anyway, but the first few times you're probably a bit dizzy, and it's definitely never really predictable, which is why sometimes you just get long queues, but it's definitely worth the wait. I recommend it. Number 3 is Vampire at Chessington. You go in a coaster and your legs are dangling, which seems very terrifying, but it's not too bad actually. Get used to it. But you kind of go and you're long and you swing through the trees like a bat, hence the name Vampire. It's floaty, it's nice, and it's kind of chill in places a little bit, apart from the scary bits. But it's been shut down a lot recently, and because it's kind of aging coaster, and people are kind of wondering that it might not be around forever. So ride it while you can. It's an old school roller coaster, but it's definitely worth going on. Lost track. Number 2, I think. Nevis Inferno at Tor Park. It's a smooth inverted beast. It loops, and there's a volcano team with fire and smoke, and it hangs upside down. There's a few loops there. It's actually pretty intense, to be honest, and it's very consistent. And it's one of those coasters where you can go on more than one time, even one after the other. You know, if you want to queue up again, depends. So I recommend it. If it's a really short queue, just go on it a few times. It's lots of fun. There's no big massive, wow moment. It's just like very fun and in your face basically. It's a solid coaster, actually, definitely. Number 1, in my opinion, is the Swarm at Tor Park. The teaming is really good for once. I think it's one of the best team roller coasters in the UK. Well, that I've been on anyway, and it's just alien team. You have wing seats, and the whole thing is space. It's kind of shaped like a spaceship, kind of. You're flying along. There's nothing above or below. And you tear through bits of planes. You go past helicopters, chopper blades, fire. The first drop is pretty intense. There's a big lead up to it, and there's a massive drop and a twist, and that's definitely scary because you're really high up. I think probably the highest bit of Tor Park, probably apart from Hyperion, I'd say. People say it's quite short, which it is. I mean, it's action packed, really. It's sharp, action packed. Definitely trails, and there's a few close calls. If a few times you think you're gonna hit like a board or something like that, but it definitely keeps your heart racing. So it's definitely recommended. So that's all, guys. Hope you like my list. Thank you.
So yeah, that's the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to see more like this, make sure to subscribe, and also subscribe to the Gazette 2K channel. Anyway, see you later.